Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Full Strength Podcast, episode number 32. We're getting into it now with the NFL. We are entering into week 3 of the preseason. We had a absolutely dominating performance by Scotty Scheffler at the FedEx St. Jude. WNBA, we've got basketball. We had a very, 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 very low, just, I was all right kind of UFC pay-per-view. My opinion should have been a fight night. MLB's rolling along. Dog days of summer are coming to the end, and we're getting into where baseball starts to really, really matter. NFL camps again are in full swing. Preseason is in full swing. Like I said before, it's here. Um, and this week's top five, we'll be ranking our top five running backs, each individual's opinion. And so we roll on with that. Nick, how was your week?
Week was great. I just got back Sunday afternoon from my camping trip with Grand Canyon. Had no service. I watched very little sports. I'll be honest, I watched no sports, and it was just a nice break, getting away with some friends, having a blast.
Awesome. Steve, how was your week?
I was busy. Both kids starting school. It's been a lot going on.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been doing school shopping and getting our kids ready as well. They go back next week. So, Brandon, the stuff. How's your week, man?
Crazy week, dealing with just school issues, having to get a lot of equipment replaced, dealing with a lot of meetings, getting clubs up and running, all that fun stuff.
Cool. Right on, man. All right. Well, with that, we will roll right into this week's news and notes here. So the St. Jude FedEx St. Jude Championship. That's the first tournament in the FedEx playoff rounds for PGA Tour. Scotty Scheffler just went absolutely off. Won that tournament by 8 strokes at the end over Kim. Burns was in there, and Jim or JIM from Japan. So a huge win, honestly, in the tournament in the for the FedEx standings as well. Um, right now, in with the win, Scotty Scheffler now has a 1,400 point lead over Matt Fitzpatrick. And then Cameron Young is sitting at 3,100. Si Woo Kim, who came in second this week, is sitting at 2,700. Obviously got some points. But yeah, Scotty Scheffler is just looking to run away with that tournament. So um, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to beat him.
Nice little
Any,
$3.6 million paycheck for the weekend.
yeah, just for the weekend, correct. If you win the FedEx, the whole thing, you win. It's a $20 million prize. So yeah, it was again, it's a bigger tournament with a much bigger purse. So it's, you know, I think the next one coming up is the BMW Championship. The BMW Championship also has another $20 million purse. I'm pretty sure the rest of the tournaments are going to sit at a $20 million total purse. This one's in Bella Rive Country Club in St. Louis, Missouri. So St. Louis PGA Tour FedEx championship rounds or tournaments are coming your way. So that'll be cool. Good time to be in the Midwest, right? With the weather just before it starts to get cold.
It's better than it is here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to stop Scotty. You win a tournament like that on the PGA Tour, that's absolutely ridiculous. So, but anyway, so moving
How
on
do
from
the points work? I'm trying to figure out how the points work.
again, I believe you get a certain amount. Obviously, the big way is with a win. Um, FedEx Cup points.
Yeah, because I mean,
So here's a
Scheffler
distribution
has
table.
743 right now.
A championship, if you win a major like the Players Championship or a major and the Players Championship, sorry, you get 750 points. First two FedEx Cup playoff events are also worth 750 points. Like a signature event, which is like one of their like main tournaments, you get 700 points. A full field regular season event. That's like just, how they had that tournament a couple weeks ago, where it was just, not a lot of the big names went to it. Those are
Right.
worth 500 points for a win, if that
And it
makes
looks
sense.
like you can lose points.
And
Points.
so they keep cutting down the field because it says they just narrowed the tournament down to the top 50 players in
Yeah,
standing after
correct.
this.
And only 25 of them will make like the cut in the next tournament.
Okay.
So it gets thinner and thinner. Like it's very, very high pressure. Can't like it's like you start to just be like, man, you can't miss a shot. And that's why you see certain guys just have that just, like ice in their veins, right? It's just God, man. When it comes to golf, it's like people don't realize these guys, the margin for error is so freaking thin. It's ridiculous. Baseball, 162 game season, it's like guys go out and they just put up absolute, just embarrassing performances. No big deal. As long as you don't do it your next like outing for like a pitcher. Golf, it's like shit, man. You can't, there's no real margin for error. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So especially for the guys that are at the bottom of like the world top 120. If you're inside, if you're 120 or higher, you're living a pretty decent life. But outside of that, guys that are on that cusp, we went through it before. That's a pretty tough life. It's just not easy. So, but anyway, BMW Championship again is next. Let's see, followed by the Tour Championship, which was listed. The Tour Championship comes up August 27th. The President's Cup. So there's just some big tournaments coming up. Yeah.
Will they wind the field down to the top 25 after the BMW?
I
Or
that I don't know. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know. You'd have to look that one up.
cool.
Mm.
If you miss the cut, you're losing points though.
Sure.
Like Steve was talking about, yeah, they will lose points if that, you hit to a certain point. Yeah.
Seeing after a BMW, it's the top 50 that advance.
It
So
is
it'll
still.
still be
Okay.
50.
Mm.
Yeah. So
I see
all
that.
50 will remain
Right on.
going into the what is it, the Tour Championship. So yeah. So pretty exciting. Scotty Scheffler, man. I watched all day Sunday. I watched, and it was just like, God, man, the guy he doesn't miss shots. He just doesn't, man. It's just so impressive. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just really impressive. So I played in a tournament last weekend and just oh God, it was terrible. I don't know what was going on.
After
It's
having
just
such a good week the week before.
it's funny. Like, here's the crazy thing. Okay. So the day before I played a practice round, shot a 76, almost had a hole in one. It was a great day. And then the next day, it's funny. Came out, warm up felt okay, felt normal. And then first tee, I think I started on 17th hole, which was a par three, and immediately pushed it to the left. Great contact off the club, just pushed it. And then next drive, I just hit one, but it just drew a little bit too much. Ended up just outside. Very makeable shot for me with a 5 wood, about 270 yards out, and I was like, I'll get close. If not, roll up on the green, and well, not 270, but anyway. And I pushed it left again, and I was just like, oh my God, what is going on? And the whole day was just really frustrating.
What'd you end with?
What's that?
What was your end score?
85.
80. Oh, wow. From 60 the week before.
Yeah, like I said, it was just a monster of a just really bad day.
Like you were saying, though, that's what makes golfers a different kind of breed is just the
It's
consistency that they can do it every week after week.
it doesn't matter. Yeah. almost 10 stroke difference, Steve, from the day before
Yeah.
on the same course. It's just
Oh,
like,
it was
what
the
the
same
F,
course too.
man? Yep. Same course. Better conditions. It was a nicer day. You can't, it just doesn't, it's how it happens. You know what I mean? It's like, so anyway, yeah. Um, Real quick, in other golf news, LIV Golf has canceled their final tournament. Not sure what's going on, if they are going to pull the plug on LIV Golf. Some of the guys have already started their um, process to get back into the PGA Tour. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, Rory McIlroy has always hated LIV. They were going to merge and then didn't, and there's just been all kinds of stuff. Um, I don't care why people don't like LIV Golf. It's golf. It's professional golf. It's great golf. That's all I care about. So I don't care. I think it's great if these guys come back. They should. They're all big names, and the funny thing is that what they got paid initially to go join Live, God, these guys don't. These guys, they don't need the PGA Tour, so they can all retire. I think one guy got upwards of 170 million dollars. It's just, yeah, I would have taken the money and gone.
Yeah, it looks like I was just reading about that. It looks like
Yeah,
several investors pulled out.
that's ultimately what it is. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's a
listen,
bummer.
let's look at this. It's always been like this. When you try to have two professional entities, the one that was already established always remains, and the other one goes to the wayside. How many times have we seen this in football?
Oh, too many times.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. Remember in the 80s, like Jim Kelly said, I don't want to play in Buffalo. So he went and played in the USFL. Um, a couple other guys did it. It was like a way to be like, screw you. And
I
that
mean,
was
the
before the
Canadian League
NF.
barely sticks around.
The CFL, here's the thing. The CFL does pretty well, actually, Steve, up in
Mhm.
Canada, and they have pretty strong fan bases. But yeah, man, it'll never challenge the NFL.
No,
It just won't.
I mean arena football. I mean, actually, arena football is actually quite entertaining.
And it
It's
was
just,
great, but it just couldn't get, it was hard to scale.
yeah, because it was exciting. I mean, there was always when I would
Dude,
watch it, there was always something going on.
Yeah. Remember Roller Hockey International?
Oh yeah,
Roller Hockey International was great, but it never got the attendance that the NHL did.
was that the one where I remember one had raised behind the goal crease that was like banked, almost like a NASCAR turn, so
Yeah,
you could zip
no,
in and zip back
you're
out.
Roller Hockey International was like an actual like league. It was, but you're talking
No,
about
that's
like
I'm
Pro
talking about an
Beach.
actual
You're talking
league.
about
This
Pro
was
Beach
years ago though.
hockey. It was on the beach. It was in a basketball court. Yeah, that was Pro Beach hockey. It was played with a ball.
I've
Yeah,
never seen anything like that. I got to look that up.
yeah. It was on. It was part of ESPN's too, like extreme sports, like push back then in the '90s. That's what it was. Yeah, it was Pro Beach hockey. The guys wore shorts and like, shin pads and um
Oh yeah, apparently they still are
I said
active.
basketball. It was done over volleyball is what it was. And they used like some of the AVP like stadium. That's what they were. They put a little roller hockey rink in there. It was like half a floor, I think, or like a quarter of a regulation size rink. So it was really close. I want to say it was like 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 or something like that. And yeah, it was PBH.
That's something that should have been on the Ocho.
That's
Absolutely.
exactly what that shit was. Yeah. Yeah. Like Roller Hockey International, those guys, that was legit. Like it was real roller hockey. You know what I mean? And um, I loved playing roller hockey in the off season. I loved it.
Oh yeah, I did that all the time.
So yeah, I did it when I worked at the Las Vegas Sports Park. It was awesome. That's where I got that was the one time I played goalie in a regulation like league game. Me and my buddy Mike Grote both got a call one morning from Jamie Knox. Jamie Knox, great dude, played as high as the AHL, professional hockey. He was a great coach. I worked with him privately when I was before I played juniors, and he helped me a lot. And anyway, you had what was it called? It wasn't a. Well, what did he call? Anyway, that's not important. Anyway, so we get a call that morning. He says, "Hey, can you come down and play in a game?" That's all he said. And so I got there and Mike got there and he was like, "We need you guys to play goalie." And so I was like, I looked at Jamie and I was like, "I've never played goalie before." He's like, "Well, neither has Mike. That's why you guys are going up against each other." And Mike, of course, laughed and was like, "Absolutely." I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I was like, "Shit." And I was like, "Do the teams know that you know, and do
And
they
we've
know
never done
what's
this
about to
before.
what they're getting?" And he was like, "Well, no, we just told him that, one of the guys that plays juniors and then another guy that plays roller hockey is coming out. They don't know that you guys are their goaltenders." And so we had guys that showed up to give us their pads, which was fucking cool of them to do. But it was like, so yeah, it was roller hockey, and I got out there, and that both teams thought it was hilarious. They were all about it. They were like, "This is cool." And so warm-ups, it wasn't that bad. Like I was kind of like, this is gonna be fun kind of thing, but like I want to fucking win. I don't want to lose. And so just taking the first couple of like slap shots and whatnot and learning how to move and it's seeing through the mask is fine. But anyway, it was something. And I gave up 8 goals on 30 something shots, and Mike gave up 10 goals on 20 something shots. So we won 10-8. So I just went for it. I was like, fuck it, let's go. Like, this is gonna be great. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So, but anyway, it's again. So back on top. It just, yeah, a lot of sports have tried it. It just never works. It just doesn't. And from what I saw, Live Golf got good crowds. You know what I mean? And it's just, but their best golfers still came to play the majors for the PGA Tour. And so I don't know. I think it was a great idea, and it was more international, I think, was the whole idea behind it. But
I think so.
Yeah, there was a lot of Middle Eastern
yeah, like,
courses that they played in, like
just
Dubai
God,
and stuff like that, is what I'm reading here.
beautiful courses, Steve. Like, beautiful course. Yeah. Brandon, go ahead.
No, I think the reason like something like the CFL is ex successful is because they're not trying to compete, they're just trying to be an alternative.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. They're not trying to be the NFL. They are the CFL, and they have a lot of pride in it too, actually. Those fan bases, they love their teams.
No, yeah, they turn out.
They do. And I see it. We see a lot of the Toronto Argonauts team. They come they're Bills fans as well. So it's like yeah, those stadiums, yeah. And a lot of them are outdoors, guys. If almost, I think all of them are outdoors. And these guys are playing in the dead of winter. So, but anyway. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think all signs point to Live being done.